Okay, so Shan here. It is Saturday, April the 12th, 2025. I'm sitting here reading my Bible. I'm practicing this with my little tripod. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm sitting here. Well, hair's not looking that great, but okay, we'll work with it. I might have to do a redo. Practice this because my hair's not looking that great. All right, I may have to redo. I'm not sure, but anyway, so I'm sitting here as long as this lasts. And so I just want to do this because I had like a little message that I wrote that kind of inspired me and all that, everything to do this and everything. And so my Bible, my favorite Bible, Fountain Freedom Bible, Inspiration Ministries that I love. I have sown to them and I love them very much. And I believe that the seeds that I've sown will continue to manifest into a huge, mighty harvest. It's just a matter of time. I think Pastor Victoria preached about that one time. Anyway, so I was talking about how your destiny, talking about your destiny and all that and everything. As I sit here as a second grade teacher currently right now, I'm a little bit on break right now. I've been on a break because I had to take a break for some things that were going on. I'm not going to get into details about that, that's personal, but so I took a break. But right now, as I sit back and I reflect upon what I'm going to do and all that, everything as far as returning to my classroom, or I have a business, all that shit, education, consulting, tutoring, all that and everything. As an educator, as a teacher, and all that and everything, and I know that I'm called to be a teacher, but it may be a teacher in a different capacity in the future. I'm not sure, whatever, and all that and everything. And so, similar to Solomon in the Bible, when the two women were arguing over, I think it was King Solomon, who was the greatest leader, wisest man at the time. He said, the two women were arguing. If you don't know the story, if you're familiar with it in the Bible, these two women were arguing over this baby. One of them said the baby was hers. The other one said the baby was hers. And Solomon said, okay, I tell you what, just cut the baby in half, and whoever it comes out to, or something like that, to sum it up, he was going to see the reaction. And one of them said, go ahead and do it. And the other one said, no, just give the baby to her, give it to her. So to sum it up, so I told God, I said, this is not similar to that, but just to make a point, because Solomon was the wisest man that ever lived. So I'm like, give me wisdom about what you want me to do as far as my future, my destiny is concerned, because I don't want to be reinventing the wheel here. If it's meant for me to be able to continue to in the education, I want to do that. But if it's not, then I have other things I want to do and I'm called to do, I believe. As I continue to pray about it. So, but remember the Israelites, the only two that entered into the promised land were the two that had faith to believe for it. So you have to believe that anything is possible and that God can do anything but fail. And so to me, it's like a no-brainer, you know what I'm saying, for me to be able to do it. Because I know I've been a member of the system all my life, and other than this little hiatus, I'm ready to move forward in my career, in my life as an educator, and continue to do what God's called me to do. But again, I pray to God, I'm like, what the best possible solution for my students? And I've prayed to Him all along. And I was just saying to myself before I heard that message that sometimes you get distracted, and so that's the purpose of me getting on here. You get distracted, and sometimes it's selfishness that you don't even realize that you're getting into. I said, what I wanted to do, I don't want to do. What I don't want to do, I want to do. It's like we have that struggle with ourselves. So sometimes even people that have the best intentions, they sometimes get distracted, you know what I'm saying, by life, by challenges, by finances, by other things that are going on, relationships, or whatever it may be. And so I don't know if you ever heard the song by Kevin Lamar called Your Destiny. If you ever heard that song, it's like very, 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 very powerful. And it's talking about your destiny. Just a little bit of it right here. I have played this. I'm not on the rights to the song. But just to sum up, I just fast forward real quick. These words. Purpose of that, I always love that song. I thought it was one of my favorite songs. And so anyway, I'll be praying to God about what He wants me to do and everything. But you have to have faith. You believe in the promises of God. He can do anything but fail. And you say, well, man, this is impossible, but God, all things are possible. So I know that God is able